Hi, folks. Tim Conti here. Hope you're having a great day. So, I came across this tool that we've been using. It's in beta that will help network security professionals, CIOs, CTOs, vCISOs, IT manager, IT directors save you time when trying to identify the best security vendor that you might be looking for. I think the biggest complexity around security and securing your network and in your environment is one, all the confusion around different acronyms that these vendors use. There's also a lot of overlap in what these vendors do. There's tech speak that only these vendors speak the language, and they feel as though everyone should understand what they're talking about when they're speaking in their specific language. So this tool is designed to save you a ton of time. That's the goal here. I'll readily admit I am not a security expert, but I'm an expert at matching customers' requirements and pain you might have in your business with vendors that can solve that. I've been in the tech space for 27 years now, and I've really perfected this ability to kind of curate this information and make it meaningful to IT professionals. So you can be the judge here. Let me show you what we've got, and then in the end, we'll talk about kind of the value play. So here's just a brief snapshot of the many vendors that work in the security market. Some of these, like Lumen, might look really familiar to you. Akamai perhaps as well. But then what you see here is also a lot of niche players, and that's really where we help. Some of these players are doing an amazing job for their end customers, helping customers keep their environment secure, but they might not have the marketing power of like a Nord Security. They might not have the budget to effectively get their solutions out into the market, and that's where we come in. We always want to be promoting our vendors that are doing a good job. We've also introduced a new NPS score as part of this, if you're familiar with Net Promoter Score. We're also setting up back-end reviews. These are reviews that we know have been vetted. They're not fake reviews that you might come across for some of these vendors. We're actually going directly to the IT folks that implemented the solution and getting a review from them directly, verifying it via their email address and whatnot. So getting back to this, here we go. So when you're looking at a new security solution, you might be looking at a lot of different things. Incident response, a pen test, ransomware, vulnerability scanning. So right away, let's say it's like, yeah, I'm interested in having my network scanned, check vulnerability scan, and yeah, maybe even a pen test as well. There's a lot of guys that do those. As you can see, when I check those boxes, these kind of ranked each other. More on that here in a second. For ongoing services, let's say I'm looking for someone to do DDoS mitigation, someone to do email security, endpoint protection. I'm not going to check all of these, but here I just wanted you to see the list of things you can put on there. Password manager, pen test, perimeter security, physical security, reputation management, security awareness training, you name it, it's on here. Then as far as endpoint security products, you might know ahead of time who you're interested in as far as vendors. I'm going to assume you're like most of my customers where you don't. You probably are consulting with some of the peers in your industry to see what they're doing. So I'll leave that part blank. And as far as the SIM product, there's a lot out there. I'll also leave this blank. So then from here, I've just answered a couple of qualification questions. I'm interested in a pen test and a vulnerability scan. I'm interested in DDoS mitigation, ongoing email security, endpoint protection. So then I generate this matrix, and you can see here immediately the vendors that can fulfill these requirements pop to the top with a grade, so to speak. So 2 for 2, that means for pen test and vulnerability scanning, all these vendors here support that. And then from there, I've got everything about that provider, what their elevator pitch is to me, what their security operations center is it insourced or outsourced? What are some of their common packages? What are they doing for pen tests? How's the sausage made, right? All the things that you would have to jump on a call with these vendor reps to do is right here at your fingertips. So what we do for clients is we actually PDF this and shoot it over to you during a consulting call. And again, it just shortens the market, your time to market for these vendors in the evaluation phase. Most VCSOs or CIOs or IT directors, IT managers we talk to don't have time to do proper research. They just don't. There's too many things to manage in their environment. There's too many things that are priority one and critical. But knowing that securing your network is probably one of the most important things you're doing in IT, this stuff's really important. So again, it gives you all the detail, all the research here is done for you. It's going to shorten your time to market, get the best vendors in front of you. Then from here, we'll set up calls with the appropriate vendor calls for you. We'll coordinate it all for you, saving you even more time. No more going back and forth with your calendar. We'll have access to your calendar, to the vendor's calendar. We'll set up these one-on-one calls. We also have some tools that are kind of more intake forms as well that give us more information about your environment. We're able to share that with the vendor ahead of time too, if you'd like. It's going to save us even more time if we provide them with the information on your environment. So on that first call, we don't waste an hour of them just learning more about your organization. Hopefully they're good salespeople and they do research on your company. They know what you do, but they're not going to know what your current security posture is, right? We wouldn't expect them to. So just another value add. We have an intake form, an online web form where you can input your data ahead of time, and that'll make our first call with these vendors even more important. So drop a comment in. Let me know what you think about this quick tool we're using to save you time, ultimately save you money in the long run, help you choose the right vendor, and eliminate risk with choosing the wrong vendor. Take care.